You're listening to the Elitists podcast, a weekly Starcraft 2 interview podcast.
Hell, it's about
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the greatest show on Earth, without any exception whatsoever. This is the best free StarCraft 2 interview podcast you can possibly run into. And today, we have another very special guest. Since we had the whole Canada Day special, I thought we'd do two, because Canada's awesome. And today we're going to be joined by none other than our good buddy, the Zerg player, Mr. Paul David Paget, or known to most people as SLush. Hello, SLush.
Hey, what's up?
Did I get that right? Everything,
Yeah, it's good.
I got French Canadians, in my family somewhere, so I remember I had to learn a lot, how to pronounce it all right, so.
Good, you got it in the root.
Alright, so do you prefer Paul David or SLush, or what?
Either Paul or SLush.
Okay. I'll call you SLush because, I don't know.
That's my alias, yeah.
That's how you're known on the internet for, Someone steps in the middle of the interview and they're like, who's Paul? I came here to listen to SLush. So,
Alright.
Why did you choose a name that sounds like, the brown stuff on the side of the road in February?
Oh man, it goes way back in Starcraft 1. I had a partner in 2v2. His name was Slash, and I wanted to make like a duo name, so I chose SLush. So that's how I choose my name.
Fair enough. Let's go over that little bit of history. You did start as a Brood War player. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience there?
I played in the release of Starcraft 1, and I played for 3 years, till 2001. And I played local tournament in Canada, Toronto and Montreal. And after that, I played Counter-Strike and poker for 8 years. So.
Yep. What race did you play when you were playing Brood War? Do you remember?
Zerg.
Ah, so you stayed the same. That's good.
Of course.
People have been switching. Last week we had Huck on the show and he switched. And then you said you switched to Counter-Strike, which seems to be a popular esport in the Quebec region. Could you tell us a little bit about how your experience was when you were playing the Counter-Strike?
It was good. It was good. I'm not a type of player that I'm not really good at aiming, but I'm smart. So I try. I love this game for because you don't have to know how to shoot well. You can outplay your opponent. You can outsmart them. So I was good at that, and it was fun for me.
Okay, and you played that for, as you said, 7 years, right? From 2001 to
yeah, about 5 years of Counter-Strike, and the rest was poker.
I never got into the new Texas Hold'em. All these people. When did that? This is so unrelated to StarCraft, but it seems like a lot of StarCraft players end up being poker players. Do you by any chance know why that is?
Maybe because they have the skills. You have to be patient. You have to be smart. You have to have multitask skills. So I think that's why a lot of StarCraft players became poker pro, or they know how to play online. So that's why.
On the same vein, I gotta ask, how come everybody moved from 5-card stud to Texas Hold'em around the 2004 period?
I don't know. Maybe it's less random. It's less luck. It's more based on your reading. It's more based on your math skills, and I think that's a better game than the 5-card draw.
At the very least, to play online, I guess.
Yeah.
So I mean, 5 cards more about playing your opponent.
Yeah.
Faces and stuff. I got it. Okay, so what made you decide that I need to get some RTS going on again, and Starcraft 2 is where I need to go?
Yeah, that's a good game.
What made you decide you wanted to go play Starcraft 2 again?
I loved Starcraft 1 real much, and after I was pretty bored of poker, so I tried to give it a chance, and it turns out it was a really good game. I really liked it, and I think it can compare a lot to when StarCraft came out. So I'm really excited for like the future expansions and stuff like that. It's going to be a really great game.
Oh yeah, because you're actually a veteran enough of the scene. You remember back when it was brand new. So how do you think StarCraft 2 compares now that it's in its stage that it is right now, maybe compared to how the original StarCraft was when it was in a similar stage?
Oh man, you cannot even compare. Like StarCraft 1 was really buggy, was unbalanced, and now they really focus on balance. They focus on the gameplay, and they focus like on different strategy stuff that you can do. That's why I think it's a better game. Maybe in like 10 years, we'll say that StarCraft 2 is better than StarCraft 1. But right now, I think with the evolution of the meta game and stuff like that, StarCraft Blood War is a better product. But I think StarCraft 2 future is really is going to be good.
Do you think it'll surpass Brood War?
Only time will tell.
That's what everyone says. Gah. Alright, so you had some very interesting events happen while you were in the beta. Let's first talk about the US-Canada show matches. How did you like those?
That was fun. I knew like a lot of Canadian players who played there. There was a lot of French Canadians like Fred, Kiwi Kaki, Faith, and yeah, people like that. So it was fun. I think we should do a lot more than only 2 games we played, 2 matches. I mean, and yeah, it was fun. It was close series too, like 4-3 both series.
I remember they were very fun. And another thing that was kind of a feather in your hat, I would have to say, probably your biggest achievement, was winning the Team Liquid Invitational. Now, a few weeks ago, about 4 weeks ago, we had Artosis on the show, and he totally smack-talked you. And so, I want to get your side of the story here on what happened between you and Artosis during the Team Liquid Invitational.
Well, we played a match. He disconnected. At the time, I thought I had maybe a slim chance to come back. I had 600 minerals less than him in army, so I couldn't really decide. I said, "Well, I don't care. It's up to the judge to judge the match. It's up to the referees." And it's like any other sports. It's up to them. It's not up to the players to make the decisions. So I let the referees take the decisions. And the last game, he played like the same opening 3 games in a row. It was like a fast expansion, fast pull, fast expo. So I made a 10 pull into Banelings, and it killed his strategy. So he said I was a bad manner and stuff like that. I don't really care about that though.
Well, obviously you did go on to win the tournament.
Yeah. He said like he would have won, but I think that's like he doesn't respect. I think it was Louder and Cotton Luck who played me, and it's like he says that he could have won easily against them. So I think he doesn't really respect them. So I don't know about that.
So are you still a little ticked, or you guys over it pretty much?
I don't talk to him very much, so I don't care actually. So it's gonna be up to him.
Okay, fair enough. But we should unfortunately that whole controversy kind of overshadowed the whole tournament, and you do gotta say you played really well in that tournament, and it was really big victory for you. Just gotta say.
Yeah, it was. I think it was good for me. Some people knew me from like the show match I played versus White Raw, and then I got invited into this tournament partly because of that. And